After a few unsuccessful attempts at turning the camera on, I'm wondering what's happened. Oh, that's not funny.
Doors closing.
Jason and Bell.
Lift going down.
Oh, priority switch.
Ground. Doors opening. Doors closing. Lift going up.
This side the door's open.
First floor.
This station is called Paisley. This is the most central of the two railway stations covering Paisley. This station has lots of trains an hour during the day and during the week, whereas Paisley Canal Street is a station that's just ever so slightly out of the town, and it has two trains an hour during the week and during the day. They have one train an hour leaving Paisley Canal Street on a Sunday. In the last Ventures episode, I had done the unfortunate act of dissing the Avora and the Yutong buses, and Chin Chin, Gail Platt, and Mr. Beast Panther were not happy. They had decided to wreck my house as an act of revenge punishment for my wayward ways of thinking. They did not damage my NASCAR quote collection, so that's a plus. There we are. Anyway, let's get into the show. Mobile, because I'm using my mobile phone to record. You know what? Not even I am immune to liking a few puns. And now we have the Piazza Shopping Centre, covering all sorts of shopping needs. You can bring your children into it and use the wee amusement things, the things that pound coin and it rattles back and forth kind of thing. A nice sheet for one and all, and perfectly timed.
Hiya!
And we have Paisley Town Hall. I see statue, and this is the remains of the High Street, because the rest of the High Street is just here. Time for lunch, and it's good to see a Pepe's and other places except from Glasgow. Good value food, well cooked, well looked after. Food that's cooked with actual respect. Here is my meal made by Pepe's. They always hit the mark 100%. It's brilliant. Right, we have the Waterwell Hotel. Now, I'll tell you a fun and cheerful fact. All the times have I turned up at this have been for either weddings or funerals. How cheery. Now, over here is the police station. So anyone who's nearby me, packing, smoking your hash or weed or whatever, because they'll smell you. Pacifica, washing machine repair, guys. By folks who are doing a walkie-talkie as part of the mini mobile Paisley experience. The name will probably change by the time the video goes up online. Anyway, right, me and a friend were talking, and we were talking about this Minecraft film, right? And as I said in a previous video, it was absolute perfection. Very well done, very respectful to the actual computer game itself. It's just all round epic, right? Gonna say it. It's epic. Now, for people to be like cheering and clapping during the film is absolutely fine. No problem whatsoever about that. It's the antisocial behaviour that's a bigger problem, right? People flinging popcorn at the projection screen, people flinging cups of juice here, there, and everywhere, and nearly getting clubbed in the back of the head by a cup of juice. People recording the film onto a mobile phone, which is actually illegal. People just screaming and shouting and just generally being extremely cunty. And I just said that on a walkie-talkie. Oops. But anyway, yeah, it was so sad to see people reacting like that, and unfortunately, it wasn't actually a minority issue, in the sense that it wasn't something that just it was a bad one-offer. Every place that showed Minecraft has had issues, and I think part of the issues is it's Ned's pretending to be gaming geeks, maybe as far as buying the gaming geek clothing, right? Also known as geek couture, right? That's probably a strong percent of the situation. Drinks and drugs is probably a present concern with regards to Minecraft movie as well, as in people coming in stoned and off their face and a couple of disco biscuits, a line or two of coke, whatever. Honestly, I thought weed was meant to calm people down, and get them into a mellow. Uh, all the times I smoked weed, I was quite mellow. In fact, on a trip to London, I did stoned it. I thought it was epic. I was just silently in awe with that one. But anyway, we're going to be talking about 420 at some time very, very soon. But anyway, yeah, I think there are the two issues at play: fake fans and drugs. And if I knew anybody that was doing all of that crap, turning up at Minecraft movie and disrespecting Buggy who did it, I tell you something, I would either hand them straight into cops, or if it were my brother, I would probably slap him around the head. Maybe let him knock a little cunt out. That'll teach him a lesson or two. But yeah, and Jack Black has made remarks on Twitter and other socials saying the film actually might have to be suspended for a week. That'd be a shame for all these people that can behave, but unfortunately, when the minority kick up in such a gratuitously retarded way, and I'm just saying, retarded, it's fine, it's no problem, and something has to happen, you know, actions have consequences, and unfortunately, if this is what's been discussed, then so be it. But it's going to be a big shame to the people that can behave and the ones that have maybe pre-booked tickets for like school and college groups. That's their experience being thrown down the shitter because of a few of the Universal clan can't keep ourselves behave for about 95 minutes. But yeah, I think that's basically where I'm going to head things up now. Oh, folks, look, a local service bus. Let's go for a random journey. Let's ride it. Right, well, this is a wee Yutong bus, electric, and it's very, very quiet, very, very clean. Let's ride it! Yay! Something that I really like the look of, a traditional bakery providing hot and cold snacks made in a traditional way. Even the building's traditional. This little garage over here actually had a fuel pump in the main grounds, and it was the old school type of pump that it had a spinning arm and it span round once for every litre of petrol that you're putting into your car. It was rather dilapidated last time I seen, and unsurprisingly, has gone. See that building that's painted grey? I'm sure that was some kind of wrestling slash boxing facility at one point. Anybody who knows, let me know one way or the other, okay? Easy to use portable dab rig. Sounds like a computer. Hmm. What could be smoked from that? Very close to Paisley Canal Station is a fairly old school laundrette. And up to only a couple of years ago, the washing machines that were in there were known as Wascomat washing machines, very old school, square door. Got changed over for JLA models. I don't even think models are what you call smartwash. And the reason I say that is the smartwash washing machines have a wee blue sticker up at the top where theirs don't. Now, what we're here amongst is Paisley Canal railway station. It actually used to be a double track line until about the 80s. It closed, reopened in the 90s. Yeah, I've got a wee interesting wee tidbit here, just around the corner. The railway track actually continued through there and all the way through to Houston when it was a double track line. Unfortunately, that was cut, and as seen here, it's a single track line. I'll just go have a wee look. This is some more information for you all. And there we are. I'd suggest pausing to get a much longer read at it. Oh, stuttered there, I don't know why. Yeah. Anyway, right. The land you see here behind the fence actually used to be a job centre. And I'm wondering if that power substation there is now redundant. But yeah, you can see obviously the building has been knocked down, and I'm wondering what the status of that substation is. But anyway, as said in another scene, a splash of sunshine makes anywhere look great, and this place just looks really, really super. What's coming around the corner? Let's see, let's guess. Anyone guess? Oh, yeah! Woo!
Oh my, that was a fucked up crash party. I am hungover to fuckery, Chin Chin is having the fear, and Gail Platt is bashing the ketamine.
And for our next mini venture, let's go and find the Hippy Chippy. Right, folks, we have arrived at the Hippy Chippy. A small little business. It's certainly not what was being hyped in the Facebook status and James Corden being banned out of it. I don't, it's not anything big or anything overly clever. You know, And somebody also mentioned earlier in that same thread that James Corden got banned out of Cat House. You know, to be honest, as I said before, I don't really envisage James Corden crossing the planet only to zero in on a small chip shop and an entertainment venue that's dodgy at best and shite at worst. I don't really think him being banned out of either or is going to change much in his day-to-day life. A nice wee memory. Attending noodle and rice and having a right good epic meal with your mate, both of which were utterly crippled from some kind of intoxication. Creative Scotland, the only organisation in the planet that would actually give you an amount of money to create a porn movie and chuck to Durex's at it and says, whatever you're doing, make it safe. This wee bit here is where car boot sales used to be, but it's now car parking zone, private land. And yeah, the building in front of us is a court called Paisley Sheriff Court. The last post of Wetherspoons Bar. Either this is a point where people have their last drinks before they get into Glasgow to get absolutely hammered and go to dancing, or this is a last drink before they go home to have a unamused girlfriend, boyfriend, day friend, or whatever else terms. And after a nice wee drink or two, hi folks, I just wanted to say thanks for getting to any point of the episode. If you've got any suggestions where to go, contact us via the Van and Vids Facebook page or put comments on comments that are moderated on. I knew something could be done, although I didn't have my big camera as normal. I had my mobile phone, record and see what could come of it, and then bring everything all together at the end for the edit. So thanks again, and we'll catch you sometime soon.